Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 40.
A give to Pacheco off the option. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Nifty move. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Pacheco. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down, Howell now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And Howell will throw it. He completes this to Cole Turner. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Howell. It returns it right back to Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Howell looking to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Again, it's Pacheco.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st down, Howell.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
Getting this into the hands of Turner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
This is caught inside the 15.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Throwing here, Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Howell down to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Howell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. At their own 26. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as